Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. Okay. I don't even know where to begin. All right. Yeah, just start from the beginning. Okay. I just saw the new Star Wars film, The Force Awakens, and OMG, this is the movie I don't know, every Star Wars fan, definitely the Star Wars fan and me, been waiting for this film for years. Oh my god. Where do I even begin? The direction's on point, the story's on point. It's just alright. So the film takes place 30 years after the second Death Star was destroyed. Now Luke has been gone. Nobody knows where he is, and everybody's trying to figure out where he is. So the film almost starts off very similar to the original. So this film takes place 30 years after the last film, not the prequels, but the original storyline. Luke went missing, and now everybody's trying to figure out where he is. So Kylo Ren is searching the planets for the map to Luke Skywalker, and the only person who knows where Luke is his own man on a different planet. So Leia sends one of her trusted best pilots to go pick up the information where Luke is. Poe goes over there, gets the information, and then guess what? Then Kylo Ren shows up, destroys everything, and it really becomes very similar to the original storylines of Star Wars, with Princess Leia looking for Obi-Wan Kenobi, and now the tables have turned, and now it's Luke that they're looking for. But Poe gets captured, and Poe leaves the information with BB, the new droid that's like R2-D2 2016, and as he's trying to figure out if his master is going to come back and save him, Poe is being pretty much tortured by Kylo Ren, trying to figure out where Luke's whereabouts, or where the droid's whereabouts, so he can get the information to where Luke is. So we have this one stormtrooper who's noticing all the death and destruction being done by the First Order, and he's like, I can't be part of this. I don't like this. The First Order is like a reboot of the Empire, and now the Rebels, who was originally the First Republic, is now the Resistance. So he's trying to get information out of Poe. Poe's not answering, and then he figured out, okay, Poe get tempted by the Force, and then he tells Kylo Ren where BB is. So now they're looking for BB, and as all this is going on, the stormtrooper is feeling a certain way. He realizes he don't want to do this no more, so he helped rescue Poe, and they both leave the Star Killer, which is the new starship, like the Death Star, but like 10 times bigger. So they get off the planet, head back to another planet where BB is, and the plane crashes, and then they lose track of each other. Right now we're thinking Poe is dead, but as of now all we know is that it's just Finn. At this point he's just now named Finn. Before it was F1. And so Finn walks around trying to figure out where water is, where he meets Rey. Now Rey is a scavenger. She really ain't got much going on for her. She just scavenges and looks for things, and that's how she gets by the box. So Rey the scavenger, she don't have much going on for her. She don't know her family. She's pretty much all alone, and she just scavenges so she can find food on a day-to-day basis. And then one day while she's out and about, she ended up running to BB. BB, about to be, ripped apart basically by a next scavenger. She rescues him, and now BB's like, hey, let me hang with you this whole time. At first she's like, nah, but then she's like, why not? You know what, you cool. So they're hanging around, they're going about their business until, other people start messing with her. Finn sees this, so he's like, yo, let me go help her out. But then he realizes, yo, Shorty got moves. I don't need to help her at all. So Finn sees BB. BB sees Finn. Notices that Finn is wearing the jacket of Poe and feels like, oh, that black dude stole that jacket. So Shorty's chasing down Finn like, yo, you must be a thief because you're wearing my man's jacket. And then he's like, yo, chill. Why? Because I'm black, you want to act like that? And like, yo, he gave me this jacket. Da-da-da-da. So after, they finish attacking him and whatnot, he pretty much lets them know that he's part of the Resistance. Even though he's not part of the Resistance, he was really a stormtrooper from the beginning, but he don't want them to know that. So she looks at him like a hero, like, oh my god, you're so cool, you're part of the Resistance. And, he pretty much just lets BB know that, yo, your master is gone, I don't know where he is, and we need to make moves. As it's going on, we got the Star Killer base flying over their planet, and now the Star Killer base it was a planet, but now it's converted to a big old weapon, and now they're attacking any and everybody, looking for Finn as well as BB. Now they see BB and Finn is with the girl, now they're after all three of them. So they're running, they're trying to make moves, they try to jump on the plane, that plane blows up, they're like, alright, screw it, let's get on this garbage. Turns out the garbage was the Millennium Falcon. So they get on the ship, they fly out to space, they do a whole lot of maneuvering and flying, they get away, run into Han Solo. Han Solo pretty much explains to them what the Force is, and pretty much helps them get help to figure out how they can find Luke. So as they're trying to find a way to get in touch with the Resistance, everybody's peeping BB with them. So they're like, some people are calling the Resistance, some people is calling the First Order. Now, as all this is going on, we start seeing a lot of Kylo Ren. Now, Kylo Ren is trying to start or reboot what Darth Vader started. As the story goes on, we find out that Kylo Ren has to kill his father. His father is someone who helped Luke along the way in the beginning of the original storyline, but we'll get there in a second. So Finn decides he don't want to do this no more. Finn's trying to get away. He fesses up like, yo, I am not part of the Resistance. I'm really a stormtrooper. I went AWOL and I want to stay going AWOL, so I gotta go. So at first she's like, no, stay. He's like, no, I can't. So he went his way, and then she started getting called by the Force, just the same way Luke was called by the Force in the second movie, or was that the fourth? So she started having flashbacks and glimpses and all these different things in her head, and start realizing she has a connection to Luke and the Force, but she doesn't know what it is, and she just don't want anything to do with it. Finn finds out what's going on with the Star Killer showing up to the planet, so he tries to run back and save her. Don't find her. He finds Han, finds the lightsaber, takes the lightsaber, and then realizes she's getting kidnapped by Kylo Ren. Han Solo also sees Kylo Ren taking Rey, and he's really, really upset because that's the first time he's seen his son the first time. That's right, I said it. Kylo Ren is Han Solo and Leia's son. So he is the grandson of Darth Vader. So it turned out Han Solo and Leia are the parents of Kylo Ren, and Kylo Ren is trying to continue what his grandfather Darth Vader had started. But apparently he feels weak and he feels insecure in the fact that he can, follow his grandfather's footsteps. Either or, as all this is going on, Leia and Han get together, they get to talking and reminiscing in the past, and then they're all still trying to figure out where the heck is Luke. As all this is going on, Poe shows back up. Turns out he wasn't dead after all, and he's trying, to help the situation out again. And they're sitting there, they're making a plan. All right, yo, we're gonna have to go to the Star Killer and do something about this. So they're like, hey, we've done this before. We did that with the Death Star. They're like, no, this ain't no Death Star. This is Star Killer. This is the Death Star. This is the Star Killer. So they make a plan. Finn acts like he knows what he's gonna do, but in all reality, he has no clue what he want to do. But all he knows that he wants to go save Rey. So Han Solo, Finn, and Chewbacca head to the planet. So they head to the Star Killer and they try to deactivate the shield so the rest of the ex-pilots can come in there and save the day. And as that going on, Finn decides he wants to go save Rey. Now, as all of this is going on, Rey is realizing, I have the Force. I have this power, because Kylo Ren tries to get some information out of her, but he couldn't get it out of her, and he realized, oh snap, surely got some Force in her. So, realizing that she has the Force, she decides to start using it. So she's using the Jedi mind trick on everybody, like, yo, let me out. It took her a minute, but she gets out. So now everybody's about going crazy, everybody's trying to get off this planet before, things start blowing up. Han decides he wants to go speak to his son face to face and get him off the Star Killer before everything starts blowing up, because him and Chewie are setting bombs everywhere. So he's trying to talk to him. He's like, listen to me, son. Ben, listen to me. We could do this. We could get out of here. That's right. His name is Ben. That means they named Han Solo's son after Ben Kenobi. I know. That's crazy, right? So he's like, listen to me, son. We got to get out of here. We can't do this any longer. Blah, blah, blah. And it seems like at first that maybe Kylo Ren is ready to give up the dark side. But things get dark really, really fast. Then they get red really, really fast. And if anything I've learned in movie history, if the screen turns red, oh, someone's going to be dead. And that's what happened. Rest in peace, Han Solo. Han Solo died in this movie. This changes everything in Star Wars history. This also explains why we're doing Han Solo prequels after this one now. But anywho, Han Solo falls, dies. That's the end. His son kills him. He did this. Kylo Ren did what Luke Skywalker couldn't do. Kill his own father. So, everybody's upset. Everybody's losing their mind. Everybody's getting off the Star Killer. Trying to hurry up before the planet explodes. Finn finds himself fighting against Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren and him fight for a little bit, have their lightsaber duel. Then Finn gets damaged really, really bad. And then Rey decides she has to stand up and use her Force to fight Kylo Ren. They fight, but the fight is really incomplete. They got spread apart. They get off the planet. Well, Chewbacca helped pick up Finn and Rey, and they get off the planet. And the Star Killer gets destroyed. Kylo Ren lives to continue Kylo Ren lives to continue his wrath another day, and we don't know where Luke is still. So we find ourselves back at the Rebel base. You know, Leia and Rey, they sit there and they hug and, you know, talk over the death of Han Solo, and Finn lays there unconscious. But Poe and them are celebrating because, hey, they destroyed the new Death Star of 2016. But thing ain't peachy yet. But there's still no Luke Skywalker, so everybody's still like, where's Luke? And then guess who pops up out of nowhere? R2-D2. He's been asleep the whole movie. We saw C-3PO for a little bit, but we didn't see R2-D2 till now. So now R2-D2 pulls up. He pulls up some information, and then BB pulls up his information, and now they finally have the exact information of where Luke is. So they send off Rey to go find Luke, and that's where the movie ends. It literally ends when she finds Luke. That's the reason why we don't see Luke in the trailer. He's only in the movie for 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. But hey, I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was exciting. I thought it was cool. People really hate on real 3D, but I think it's great. I enjoy watching the 3D movies, and this is a movie I feel like it's one of the movies you should see in 3D. It's really that awesome. It's really that cool. The visual effects is on point. People are worried because they're like, oh, Disney's going to ruin Star Wars. They didn't ruin Marvel, and they didn't ruin Star Wars. I can tell you that. I enjoyed every minute of it. I can tell you now I'm probably going to see every Star Wars movie after this in theaters. I don't think I'm ever not going to see a Star Wars movie in theater now. J.J. Abrams was really on point. The cast was on point. I also noticed there were a few cast members that nobody knew was in the movie until, you know, they popped up on screen. You had dudes from, remember the movie The Raid? The dudes who were doing all that fighting in The Raid? There's two of the guys in the movie, and I kind of felt a certain way because they didn't really do any fighting. They did some shooting and running, but they didn't do no fighting. And I'm like, how you gonna get these two tough guys who know how to kick butt, but don't have them kicking butt? Anywho, hopefully they're in the spinoff or the sequel or something like that where they're kicking butt, maybe. But J.J. Abrams did his thing. He knows how to do sci-fi really well. He must have got a lot of practice from Star Trek, because it shows in this movie. It shows big time. This movie was state of the art. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was just magical all the way through. It's just magical, and I feel like I gotta go see this movie again. I really do, because it's just, this is the Star Wars movie of our generation. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I grew up during the prequel, and the prequels were cool, but this overrides the prequels hard body. Just pass it. Just like, what prequels? Let's forget the prequels. Let's go straight to The Force Awakens, because this is just mind-blowing. It's entertaining. The visual effects is on point. The story is on point. The music's on point. The acting's on point. And the story's on point. That's the story's on point. Let me say it again. The story is on point. And if you haven't seen the movie yet, I guarantee you will enjoy it. If you love the original Star Wars, you will love this one. If you hated the prequels, you will love this one. I mean, I've never literally sat at the edge of my seat in a movie theater until today. I was literally at the edge of my seat. And it's like, I kind of knew where things were going, but I had to see it to believe it. Like, oh my god, I can't believe this is what's going to happen in Star Wars. But it happened. So, tell me what you guys think. Did you see the movie? Did you enjoy it? What parts did you like? What parts didn't you like? Make sure you leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of the film. Let me know if you're going to go see it. Let me know how you felt about the characters, the story, the plot, the visual effects. Let me know if any of the stuff that's on your mind about this film, because I want to talk about it with somebody. And I don't know who didn't see the movie yet. I did see it a day early. The movie drops tomorrow. So anybody there, let's talk about the movie. Leave a comment below and let's have a conversation about this movie. Follow, subscribe, like, donate. Look us up on Twitter, Instagram, Vine, Facebook under Carmel TV. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment. If you're interested, donate. You can either donate right through YouTube or the Patreon page. There are vlogs, radio drama, podcasts, music, original series, sketch comedy. Gonna have digital features up there soon. Got a lot of stuff coming in January 2016, so make sure you stay tuned. Much love, God bless. Thanks for watching. Yeah.